Hey, food friends. Hope everyone is doing awesome out there. Today, we're going to make some refrigerator, or what are also called quick pickles. For returning viewers, welcome back. And for new viewers, I'm a former professional cook trying to help people eat less fast and ultra processed foods while learning content creation for my own. My name is Lee, and I'm just a dude talking food. Let's get going and make some pickles. So, if you're like me, you always have odds and ends of vegetables in your veggie drawer at any given time, or you buy veggies and don't get around to using them for their intended use. Pickling uses salt and acid to extend the lifetime of how long something can be eaten. In this case, I'm quick pickling all the veggies I don't want to go bad, plus some veggies I just want pickled. And once we're done, these will last 3 weeks or so. This is a really simple and easy way to preserve vegetables that may go bad and infuse some extra flavor at the same time. Now, before we start, let's be clear. These are not long term pickles that you put on a shelf and can eat a month or a year from now. These are quick refrigerator pickles and they need to be kept cold for storage and they only last a few weeks. I went through our vegetable drawer. I found half a large head of cauliflower that I broke into florets like 2 inches across or smaller, a few carrots that I cut into simple carrot sticks, half a bunch of celery that I cut into 3-inch lengths, including all the leaves and those small inner stalks. Also, a handful of asparagus that I saved raw to add in, and a small red onion that I cut in half and then sliced. I'm also including like 6 or 7 cloves of garlic and a small bunch of fresh dill. This is all optional, but I love both these flavors in pickles. In total, it's about 3.5, maybe 4 pounds of vegetables I'm using today. So I'm going to use a half-gallon glass container I got for around $5. It's got a gasket and a decent latch, so it keeps everything sealed pretty well. Our pickling solution will be a mix of water and white vinegar, also kosher salt or pickling salt, not table salt, some sugar, and some pickling spices. Make sure to get 5% acetic acid cooking vinegar, not a higher concentration cleaning vinegar. You can also use cider vinegar or a mix of the two, but cider vinegar will make a cloudier pickling solution. I'm just going to layer in these veggies in no particular order. You just want a nice random mix, and you occasionally want to pack them down gently. You don't want to smash them, but you want them packed in tightly. They're going to shrink a little during the process, and you'll be surprised how much room you may have the next day. Pickling works on the same principle as marinades, and that the process of osmosis pulls the water out of the vegetables to dilute the pickling mixture, while at the same time the pickling mixture gets pulled into the vegetables until everything establishes equilibrium. In doing so, infusing the vegetables with the salt, vinegar, spices, and herbs. If you use red onions like I do, you can watch it happen over the course of days. The red from the onions will start to leach out of the onion, turning them light pink to whitish, and then turn the other vegetables like the cauliflower pink or purplish as the solution works deeper into the vegetables over time. Once we have our heat-proof non-metal container filled, we're going to heat up our pickling solution. We're going to put our vinegar and water on the stove on medium high, then add our salt, sugar, pickling spice, and mix it all up till the sugar and salt dissolves. We want to get this to a boil and then let it slow boil for about a minute and then get it off the heat. Just for general knowledge, pickling spice is a mix of seeds and spices like mustard and coriander seed, bay leaf, and crushed red pepper. There's all kinds of mixes and blends out there. I like this brand especially, mainly because it has large pieces of cinnamon bark, and I just love that flavor. You may need to try a few to find one you like. Now we're going to add our hot solution slowly to our vegetables. I'm doing this slow because I don't want to shatter the glass by just pouring boiling hot liquid in super fast. Don't worry when you're doing this if all the seeds and spices stay up at the top. By the time you're done filling it, they'll start to drop through, and the veggies are also going to shrink and tighten up from the pickling, and that'll also help disperse all your seasoning. Now we're going to keep filling this up, and once it's full, we're going to leave this out on the counter to cool down for a little while. You can give it a shake now and then to help the spice mixes settle and release any air trapped inside. And once it's cool enough to handle, about 30 minutes or so in this case, I'm going to close it up and just put it in the refrigerator till tomorrow. And as you saw, I had some leftover veggies and some pickling solution that didn't really fit in the jar. I put all this in a bowl together and put a plate on top to steep it in the brine. This extra little batch I can snack on in a few hours while the bigger jar continues to pickle. And any that are left over, I can just add to the jar tomorrow. You can eat these in a few hours after refrigerating them, but really I try not to eat them for a day at least, give them a chance to really start to pickle. You can now eat these for the next few weeks and they'll just get tastier over time. After about 4 days, they really hit their peak. This recipe is very flexible. You can use whatever crunchy vegetables you like. I love pickled okra and I look forward to making a giant batch of it this summer. You can also adjust the sugar, salt, and pickling spice mix as well. A few things you may notice that you shouldn't worry about. First, your garlic can turn green or blue. This is normal, just don't worry. It's just the acid reacting to the sulfur in the garlic. It's totally safe and edible. Also, don't worry when your vegetables start bleeding out and the colors pass between the vegetables. Like I said earlier, this is normal and a sign that all your flavors are moving around and the process is working as it should be. Thanks for joining me here today, everybody. Please drop a like and subscribe if you're not already. Let me know what your favorite pickled veggies are and if you've ever tried this. I'd be curious to hear about your adventures. Have a great one, everyone, and be safe.